Work smart, not harder. You've heard that term before, yes? Just a quick catch up. I was made redundant at the end of May from my IT job within the manufacturing industry of pharmaceuticals. So, never been made redundant from an IT job where you are creating an IT product. But when you're working as a service supplier to an organisation, there's a good chance you'll eventually be made redundant because some accountant will end up looking at your line in a spreadsheet and taking it from there. That's irrelevant though. That is irrelevant. So in IT, and I keep on looking down because the field is quite full at the moment, so please do ignore me for that. Are you okay, Susie? She's very small relative to the growth that's in the fields at the moment. So, over the last 5 years, I've been working at a very reasonable rate to the organisation that I was working for. I was promised that my pay would rise very rapidly, but that never occurred. But that's okay, I'm okay with that. I did warn them through the last few years, and then I realised that I would be made redundant a couple of years ago. So I thought I'd stretch it out, take the money, and then take the redundancy payment, which I've done. And it worked out just as I thought. So there we are. There's the starter. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the channel. My name is Richard. Please subscribe if you would. If you're already subscribed, thank you very much. Don't forget to give the video a like and share it to someone that may well be in a similar situation in life. So, work smart. Over the past sort of 5 years, I've been working from sort of 8 p.m. at night, 8 a.m. in the morning through till 11 p.m. at night. And that's what happens when you're in management and you get a salary and it's a fixed salary and you don't get overtime and all that kind of rubbish. Now I've left, I've started with another organisation, and now I'm delivering cars across the country being the UK. I go and collect cars from a compound that's very, very close to my home address, literally 8 minutes away. And I then go and deliver the car, and on the way back I either pick up another car and bring it back to the compound, or I catch the train to home and go home, ultimately. Now I've been playing around with this, and I've been starting at 7 a.m. and finishing at sort of 9, 10 or 11 p.m, which are the hours that I used to work. And ironically, on a monthly, an hourly rate of some £14.20, I'm actually earning the same amount that I used to do in the management role of IT, which is bizarre. It really is bizarre. And because there's absolutely no stress, the guys did tell me, if you're getting stressed in the delivery of cars, you know, when we were having training, if you get stressed in the delivery of the cars, then you're doing the job wrong. And to be fair, over the last week that I've started work there, I haven't had any stress. It's been rather enjoyable. And furthermore, I've been taking videos for YouTube within the cars that I am driving, and giving emotional reviews on what I think to those cars. Go and have a look at Dickie's Car World. You can always go and have a look. It's always a bit of a laugh. And everything's light-hearted. Of course, some of the things that I say are not appropriate to YouTube, and, you know, the views are a bit low on some of them, so I need to learn a bit more about YouTube. Yeah? Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous out here. Absolutely gorgeous. So we're in the beginning of July 2026, and next week I'm working 4 days in this new job of delivering cars. So an average of £200 a day. That's £800. Just being open and transparent. Just being open and transparent. There's a runner coming down. Let's go round here. Come on, Susie. Come on, Susie. And you can do this as well. I don't mind 0-hour contracts because at the very last minute, and I am on a 0-hour contract with this new organisation, at the very last minute I can shut down and say I'm not coming in next week, and I can then go on holiday for a week like I did last week when I went to Cornwall in Newquay. You know, it's very, very easy. Very easy. A 0-hour contract is not necessarily a bad thing. Not necessarily a bad thing. My goodness, this foliage is getting deep. Isn't it, Susie? Are you okay there, girl? I don't think she wants to get lost. Come on, let's turn back. It's getting a bit deep up here for you. Let's see if that runner's running and doing his stuff. There are jobs out there. It's just, what do you want to do? I've always been under the impression, up until the age of 50, I'm currently 59, I'm going to be drawing pensions over the next 6 months. But we've talked about that in previous videos. I'm still struggling with Aeon, but that's another subject. The point here is, when I go away in these cars and come back on a train, which I've yet to experience, to be fair, but next week I will be. Let's find a route through. I can then, let's get through the nettles. There we are. I can then, when I'm on the train, careful, Susie. When I'm on the train, let's just move my camera. When I'm on the train, I can then get my laptop out and edit the videos that I've been working on. Yeah? I can edit the videos ready to upload when I get home on YouTube. That's working smarter. That's the smarter bit. I have no stress. I can focus on the video that I'm creating, whatever video it is in the car that I'm driving. Yes, people will there go, you shouldn't be creating videos while driving in cars. Yeah, you're right. But push that aside. I understand that. But you can, and it's not against the law. Not yet. So it's really easy. And there are 0-hour contracts out there that are not bad. As long as as long as you're willing to work the hours. Now, I've always worked the hours. I've always been stupid enough to work silly 12 or 14 hours a day in management roles and never getting a decent bonus. Yeah, it's just, you know, I've been a bit stupid at times. Been a bit stupid, and it's only recently that I've realised this. And remember, you're working for yourself. You are working for yourself. So, you know, you're not... Is it a career? Is it a job? I don't know. My career was it was just a job. It was a management job in technology based on the skills that I have or the skills that I was gaining and all that kind of stuff. Now, I don't need many particular skills. I just get on with the delivery and driving safely of a vehicle to the customer, hand it over to the customer. They're happy. They then take me to the train station in the car that I've handed over. Easy days. And then get on a train, and if needs be, I'll get my laptop out and start creating videos from what has been created in the previous 4 hours. Yeah? Not too much rocket science here. Not too much rocket science, and it's easy. And I'm surprised how easy it is, and I'm surprised that the amount of stress that I've had over the years has suddenly depleted. It's gone. I've no stress. No stress at all. It's bizarre. Don't forget, Dickie's Car World. Go and have a look. There's much more reviews on cars with a slight tint of humour in there. Always work smarter for yourself, not for anyone else. Yes? Don't work smart for anyone else. I've already been talking to people in Bet365 about their software developers. Their software developers in 1.5 years will have gone. Claude and other AI systems will have replaced them. They'll have gone. So you spend so much money on giving yourself knowledge in software development, and it's going to be gone in 2 or 3 years. Rightly or wrongly, it's going to be gone. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't educate yourself in software development. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying beware. AI will be taking over a lot of roles. A lot of roles in the very near future. My goodness, it's beautiful out here. I am so fortunate to be living in this kind of area. Just look at this. Thank God I don't live in the cities anymore. Just a quick question. Do you know when you see the videos on the news of all these guys on the streets causing mayhem and they're all wearing black? Why do the police now all wear black? Because you can't distinguish them between each other. Just a thought. Yeah? Was watching a video last night about a young guy that had been attacked, and then a police officer grabbed hold of him and he started defending himself against the police officer because he thought that was one of the guys that was kicking the shit out of him. And now he's going to get done for assaulting a police officer, which is bizarre. Why are the police looking like the scum of the earth that walk the streets at night? All in black, hoodies, all that kind of crap. Just a question. Comment below. I don't understand it. No wonder he tried defending himself. He thought he was still being attacked. Anyway, that's another subject. That's another subject. Work smart for yourself, not for the business that you're working for. What do you think? Comments below. What's your experience? Have you recently been made redundant? What are you doing now? Are you on a 0-hour contract, and how is that working for you? There's tons of demand for the business that I'm working for on this 0-hour contract. Tons of demand. And it's easy work. I don't have to think too much. I just need to drive safely and get the car to the customer and then get back to the compound to pick up my car to then go home. There's not much rocket science, and it takes time. And they're not pushing the clock. They're not saying you must be back by 5 o'clock. There's none of that. They say just get it there and get yourself back safely. They're not bothered about how long it takes. Within reason. Can't be there 3 days, yeah? Hello, puppy. Oh, baby pup. What do you think? You tell me below in the comments, and what's your thoughts? Work smart for yourself, not for the business that you're working for, yeah? The revenue that I gain from this will help pay the council tax. The council tax, yeah? Just saying. Just saying. Oh, final thought. People keep on asking me in emails and comments, not so much comments, but emails, what camera am I using? I'm currently using the DJI Osmo 360, but what I do recommend is 2 action cameras, right? Well, there's 3, 2.5. One, before I close this video. One, the DJI Nano is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. DJI Nano, 128 gig drive in it. It's brilliant. Go and buy one of them. Unless you're working in a really hot environment, like you're going to stick the camera on the windscreen of your car, where it can get very hot. If that's what you're doing and sticking it on the windscreen of your car, then you probably need the DJI Action 4 or Action 5. The only real difference between the 4 and the 5 is that the 5 takes 2 microphones and the 4 takes 1 microphone. If you're only going to be using 1 microphone, then get the Action 4 at £199. Do you need the brand new Action 6? Probably not. Probably not. I'd love one, but I'm not wasting my money on 300 and odd pound for an Action 6. Do you need the new GoPro Mission camera at £600 to £700? No. Why are you investing money, hard-earned money, into a company that's worth nothing? Look at the share prices over the last 5 years. It's absolutely plummeted. It's going in the wrong direction. I'm surprised GoPro hasn't been made bankrupt. I think it's only the American community that actually buys GoPro stuff. But then again, the American community is massive, to be fair. Work smart, not hard. Comments below. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was thought-provoking. I'd love to know what your thoughts are. Give the video a like. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. For those that are subscribed, I really thank you. I really do. Thanks very much. More to come later. Bye-bye. Come on, Susie. Do you want to go for a coffee?